Okay, so pre-1947 houses, they are always really, really cute tin and timber style houses, raised up on stumps, verandas on the front, hoods on the windows. You know what I mean, right? Yeah, unfortunately, that's not always the case. I've honestly lost count of the number of times over the years where I've brought a site up on like Street View or realestate.com. I've looked at the front of the house and been like, that is so post-1946, like epic, ugly. Only to turn on the 1946 aerial photo and go, oh, awkward, it's protected. So I thought, hey, why don't I use this week's video to throw a few examples at you, examples of houses that on face value appear to be post-1946, however, in reality are pre-1947. I kind of want to highlight the fact that you should not judge a book by its cover. You always need to dig into things just to check a house is not protected. So let's jump behind the computer and let's do this. Okay, so when I first came up with the concept of this video, I thought, hey, I'll find like 3 examples. We'll keep this nice and short and sharp. Yeah, as soon as I started looking at it, I just went, oh, but wait, what about that example? And oh, remember that job? Oh, and oh, that's a good one. So I finally cut myself off at 6 examples. I've tried to put them in order of lowest shock value, let's just say, up to highest shock value. So when I say shock value, ones that you look at and just go, WTF. So the first one we've got here, obviously, pyramid roof form, that's traditional. Metal roof sheeting, that's traditional. Well, wait, is that asbestos sheeting? That might not actually be metal roof sheeting. Can't tell from here. But basically, it doesn't have that typical sort of high set, housey look with the hoods, with the posts underneath, all of that sort of stuff. This one, believe it or not, is actually pre-1947. Now, the next example we go to, similar to the previous one in the respect that it's low set rather than high set. But this house takes it one step further. This house has a tiled roof. Now you do tend to see the tile roofs a lot more in like Playfield, Ascot, those sort of areas. But outside of those areas, they're not as common. Now let's go to the next one. This one is a goodie. Like every time looking at this site during the inquiry phase and then also during the drafting phase of the application, I kept getting myself caught out. I kept looking at going, nah, it's gotta be post 1946. The only pre-1947 thing about it is that pyramid sort of roof form. Unfortunately, this is actually a pre-1947 house, a heavily butchered one at that. Usually when you see this sort of extent of modification, let's just say, it's a sign that there's been a fire or something dramatic that's gone on that's required massive alterations, let's just say. But yes, this one, believe it or not, here is pre-1947. Next one, again, you look at it and go, what the? Like, I mean, tile roof, it looks like FC or asbestos sheeting or something like that, some block work, like what on earth is pre-47 about this thing? Well, if you actually look at the 1946 aerial photo, it is there clear as day. Next one, I still remember the first time I saw Spanish mission houses. I was like, okay, they are totally post-1946 houses. And then I looked at the aerial photo and went, oh my goodness, it's a clear match, like it has to be pre. Okay, so it's been butchered. I mean, someone's come over from a European country, they've decided to put their mark on this house. They've put this rendering on the front, this weird parapet sort of stuff. That's exactly what's going on, right? Yeah, I then got a very steep warning or learning curve, let's just say. And I found out that they're actually a more unique, let's just say, version of pre-1947 houses. They typically came in that early 40s, so they're not really old versions, but they are most definitely pre-47 houses. And if we actually span around here, you'll see another great example over the road. This one here, again, nothing traditional or stereotypically traditional about it. It's got brickwork, it's got no lightweight sort of verandas, no support posts for the air to flow through, all of that sort of stuff that we would normally expect. But technically, that there is a pre-47 house. Now, we come to the very last one, this baby right here. Again, I still remember clear as day the day that I came across this street. So many of the houses in this street are brick, just plain sort of brick with tile roofs. Nothing TBC or traditional about it. I'll span around here and I'll take you for a drive up the street. So you can see this one over here, it's been rendered a little bit. Let's drive up, there's some better examples up here. All of these ones up here with the tile roof forms, the brick around the base, they are all pre-47 houses. It just still blows my mind because it does not match up with our understanding of what a pre-47 house should be. Like I said before, it doesn't have that lightweight, top-heavy if you remember one of the videos I did previously, the big butts video, it doesn't have that, what did I say it was? Not Kim Kardashian, the Hamptons is the Kim Kardashian, Claudia Schiffer, that's what I went with. So it doesn't have the Claudia Schiffer top heavy sort of look. It doesn't scream pre-47, but this whole street in this example here is pre-47. So that's all the examples I wanted to throw at you guys today. Hopefully looking through those examples, it highlights to you just how non-cutesy, non-stereotypical a pre-47 house can be. And hopefully it leads you to understand, let's just say, appreciate the fact that you can't judge a book by its cover. You have to dig into each and every site to check it's not pre-47 when you're in the traditional building character overlay, etc., etc. Okay, that covers off everything I wanted to talk about today. As I always say, until next time, thanks for watching.
For all you red tape lovers out there, I have one thing to say. Well, no, actually, I've got three. Number one, the advice provided in these videos is general in nature. It's not site-specific. You would be a silly Billy to go and make financial decisions based on this advice without first checking with the town planner. Don't be a silly Billy. Number two, Brisbane town planning is in no way linked to Brisbane City Council. The views expressed in these videos are my own, not council's. So if you don't like them, blame me, not council. Number three, what was my number three? Oh yeah, the views expressed in these videos are accurate at the time of recording. If you're watching this video back 10 years from now, the views may not be so accurate. That's all.